My name is Farooq Merchant. I'm an electronics engineer and I've been in the field of automation since 1981. I started Meso Systems by designing our first PLC in India called Meprolog H PLC. We were the pioneers of making this PLC, programmable logic controllers, in India. PLCs were designed to replace complex relay contactor panels which were used to automate machines. At that time we entered into automating of special purpose machines, mainly in the automotive sector. Later on, as we went ahead in our journey from 81, we designed products on the 8-bit microprocessor, which was called as the XMP 840. And by the time 88, 89 happened, we got many competition from Siemens, Rockwell, Schneider, all the multinationals started coming in. But we did not lose hope. We kept on manufacturing our own products, designing our own products. By 2000, we were making our own Windows-based programming software. We designed modular PLCs, box-type PLCs, small PLCs, HMIs. And then in 2012, I sold my company to a multinational. But then I again came back into industry again. And now I'm into three businesses. One, we are into industrial automation, building automation, and home automation. And all these three domains are different, but the main structure is the same. Everybody requires a controller. All of these domains require different protocols, like industrial PLC is on the IEC 61131 platform. The CAN open and Modbus protocols are used in industrial PLC. In building automation, you require BACnet on MSTP and on IP. In home automation, you require KNX and Modbus. So in the last 4 years, we have been able to develop all these products with the help of some of our partners from abroad, and mainly by our own research and development department and our own manufacturing department. So this is the story till today. This exhibition, Automation Expo, is now the only exhibition which is focused on industrial automation. Here we get the end user, the OEMs, the system integrator, and fellow developers. So this is the best place for us to come and showcase our products. If you look at India, in the last 40 years that automation has been, there are very few, hardly one or two, manufacturers of industrial controls in India. Most of the industrial controls are imported. Either they buy from Siemens, Rockwell, Schneider. But make in India products, there are none. One of the things that is our USP is that we are a make in India company. We make our own products. We design our own hardware. We design our own software. We write our own programming code. And we make customized solution for customers. Also, we have the standard range of products. So we have the PLC, we have the CAN IO, we have the Modbus IO. We will soon be having the Modbus IP IO. And generally, we make all the products indigenously. So advantage is that we are competitive. We don't have to depend on expensive imports. And the customer can get something which he specifically wants. So that is a USP of our company, especially for the Indian customer. So I would like to explain to you that we are launching the Express PLC with the CAN Open Remote IO modules. And the Express PLC, the Nexera Express PLC, is a very powerful PLC. It looks very small, but in IT language, we can call it as an edge controller because it has Modbus IP, it has a CAN Open master, it has a Modbus master, it's the Codesys IEC 6113 programming software, and this in a small packet is a very powerful PLC. What we have also developed is the CAN Open IO modules, and this can connect to what we have shown is a small simple IO module. HMI module, but it can connect to many HMI modules. Here I am showing you the Nexera PLC, the same PLC with Modbus IO. What I showed you earlier was the CAN Open IO. Here is the Modbus IO. Because when you are into automation, customer has many requirements. They require analog input, analog output. They require thermocouple interfaces. They require load cell interfaces, and all that is not possible to put in the primary device. So customers prefer to use these as an additional IO requirements, sometimes for monitoring, sometimes for supervision, sometimes for data logging. Now I'll move to another application area where we have used the Nexera Express PLC along with very good quality energy power analyzers. Now here we have demonstrated a power analyzer which is a class A power analyzer and a power analyzer which can connect on the Ethernet and on the Modbus. Now with the help of this, a customer can make a well-designed energy management system. And the entire factory energy management system can be possible with one small Nexera PLC, one big class A energy power analyzer, and a large number of such type of small power analyzer. A customer can measure the energy that he's consuming, the reactive power, the harmonics, and he can also measure where he is crossing the maximum demand load. He can also find out where his peak load is taking place, and he can organize his factory putting on various loads by using the controller and switching on and switching off various loads. And this, along with the proper SCADA interface, can also do a lot of logging for the customer. He can have ideas as to when the surges have taken place, where the where the surges are taking place, by which is expensive equipments can be damaged. So in case a very big CNC has got damaged, he can go into the history and search out where the problem took place, and then he can take corrective action. So a very big energy management solution can happen in a very low cost with the Nexera X PLC and correct solution, selection of power quality analyzer. So here we are demonstrating energy management. Here we are showing you the modular PLC, the Nexera PLC, the Nexera Premium PLC, Jet PLC. Now this is a modular PLC, and this can go up to 256 I/O. It has a large variety of I/O. You can have digital input, digital output, relay output. You can have AC input modules. You can have analog input, analog output. You can have JK thermocouple feedback. But it also comes with a very powerful CPU, where you can do Ethernet interface, Modbus IP interface, and onboard I/O, including high-speed counter interfaces. So this is a very good product, and it also has a very good diagnostic feature directly onto the I/O module. So you can very easily check whether an input is not working or working, whether an output is working or not working. You can even force input and output. And this PLC also is programmed by the IEC 61131 platform. So Codesys IEC 6131 is a world-class standard. All our PLCs are working on that programming software. And this is what we are showing as one of the low-cost modular I/O for large applications. Now I'll shift over to the other application areas. Now these are the systems which are working on larger applications. So you have the PLC which can be working on the Profibus. This is the Profinet interface. So we can have the PLCs connecting to data servers. You can go to supervisory softwares. You can do asset management. And these products can also be put as redundant PLCs. Redundant control systems have become very important, where the process automation or the data center, the PLC cannot close. If one PLC fails, the other PLC has to take over. So we are on the platform where we are able to give you a redundant control system. Going further here, this is a large range of modules that we have in our range. There is a large number of CPUs that are there. So a wide selection of control platforms can be created, from low cost to very high cost CPUs are available here. Here we are showing an application where we did an application for somebody who was making plywood manufacturing company, wherein we had to use a large number of VFD servers, VFD controls, and also the remote I/O station, and a large number of HMIs. So this is a live application that we are showing here in this exhibition, and we can actually take our customers to this site and show how this very complex application was done by us, along with the machine manufacturer and the end user. I was explaining to you what the Nexera Express PLC is. It looks very small, but it has a lot of features. It has RJ45, this for the Modbus IP. It has a USB port for you to connect your laptop for programming. You can connect on the RJ45. We have the Modbus interfaces here, by which you can connect the Modbus. It also has a CAN-open master, which can connect to the CAN-open slave. It also can connect to servos on the CAN-open. So you can have servo amplifiers and controllers which work on CAN-open. A large number of HMIs can be connected, so user interfaces are taken care of here. We can connect to a large, different varieties of SCADA, supervisory softwares. You can also connect to cloud, because today all automation, all control systems have to necessarily work with the cloud, because you require MQTT, you require OPC UA, you require ways by which customer can not only keep a record of what they are controlling, keep a record of the parameters of the machine, be able to do predictive maintenance, and be able to understand how we can use his assets better, because these are working on very expensive machines, and it is a controller which tells the customer uska machine, how the machine is working and how much time the machine is failing, what are the maintenance problems, what are the feedback that he is getting, and whether he can make his machine more and more, the uptime can be as much as possible. So these are the analytics which we can pass on to the customer, and all that can be done on the cloud functionality. So coming back to the basics, that Maisung has always been manufacturing their own products. So we have now installed a large number of CAN-open modules and Modbus modules, and later on we will be also adding various protocols, probably as the customer demands, maybe Modbus IP modules, maybe CAN-open modules of a different nature. And some of the features that we are doing is that we are now brand labeling these modules to some of the customers. We are exporting this, and we even write the name of the customer on the back, and we give this as an OEM product to people who brand label our CAN-open products. And later on we'll also be able to do Modbus, and in future any other protocols that become very popular in the market. The fact is that we design this on our own, we make it at our own methods, and we are able to make it very price sensitive. So customers come to us because we give good quality and a good price. Maisung group of companies is now working on a universal controller. A controller which can work in home automation, building automation and industrial automation. This is going to be the main CPU with IP interface and with Modbus interface and with other protocols. So I've mentioned here the protocols that we are working on. The KNX protocol, the Modbus, BACnet, CAN-open master, M-bus used for measuring the meter data, DALI for lighting, and a large variety of input and output modules, along with the expansion modules with intelligence. So we are planning to make these modules as passive modules as well as intelligent modules, because there are many applications where the response from the expansion module has to be instantaneous. So we are going to work on special CPUs for giving high-speed solution to the customer. And the platforms that we are working on is the KNX. Very soon we will be working on the BACnet. We have already completed all the development on the Modbus, and we have already made the CAN-open slaves, but we will be soon installing the CAN-open master. In the future we will be working on the M-bus and the DALI, so that all the requirements of the customers at the communication level can be achieved. Here we are showcasing the physical product, and you can see the size of the CPU as well as the IO modules, and we are getting a lot of inquiries for customers who want this product to be developed for a special application. When you buy standard products, the prices go up, but when you make a product for a special application, we can remove all the unnecessary things and make the product suitable for this. Our development on the KNX platform. As you know, KNX is one of the most popular platforms in Europe in home automation. So in this we have made a complete range of backends. The most important is the 16-point actuator with the KNX interface. This is using a very high quality relay with 16 amp contacts bipolar. We have also prepared the 8-point actuator, which is here, and we also designed the 16 input module which can connect to room sensors, motion control sensors and temperature sensors. And we have also prepared the dimmer module, which is a 4-channel 0 to 10 volt dimmer module, and what we are about to complete is a 2-channel phase cut dimmer. And what we have is now the ceiling fan controller, which is unique product. Nobody makes it in India. Very few people make it in the world. Yeah, so we have the 4-channel dimmer module. This is a unique module which can connect to 0 to 10 volt dimmer drivers for LED lamps, and these are very stable and very accurate in terms of the proportion of dimming. We also have prepared the ceiling fan controller, so we can connect 4 ceiling fans to this. Ceiling fan controller is very difficult to design because ceiling fans behave very oddly. So we have stabilized this product for 4 channels, 5 speed on the KNX.